Welcome back to the slow and immersive campaign of Skarsnik, and in this campaign we are using the full suite of grand strategy mods to slow the campaign down overall by doing things like reducing our campaign movement speed, our replenishment rate, a whole bunch of other things that hopefully make the whole world seem a lot more brutal than it is in vanilla. So those of you who are more familiar with the lore than I am can maybe help me with something here. I feel like Skarsnik probably would not be likely to just launch himself in a mass casualty event against these much stronger dwarven units, but rather would use the advantage that the goblins have in this case of causing some attrition, because we've kind of got them pinned in right here. But if I'm wrong about that, please do let me know in the comments. But I'm of a mind right now to continue the siege a little bit longer until they start experiencing some greater attrition. Now, one of the mods that we're using in the Grand Strategy mod collection is one that doesn't make siege immediately effective in terms of causing attrition for settlements that are already fairly built up, which Karazakarak is. It's a level 3 building, settlement building already, and I'm not sure if some of these other buildings might be adding to it or not. But anyway, the you can see right there, there's an attrition of minus 20% when under siege. So, yeah, anyway, it's not obviously the biggest of, as high of a bonus as it would get at level 5, but at this point we can already see we've sieged for one turn, and there's not really been any attrition up to this point. So we'll keep that one going for the time being. Meanwhile, we have another very big concern over here, which is that Ungrim is working his way down towards Mount Gunbad, and I feel like this one is a more defensible city than Grand Peak was. However, we're going to have the same problem in terms of being able to dish out enough damage to kill the characters, in particular Ungrim, because we were just not able to do any damage at all to him last time, and he also did not break when we had wiped out pretty much, the entirety of his army. So yeah, just something that we're going to have to be prepared for. Now, one thing that we can do, hopefully here, to try to help rectify that problem is, yeah, we can recruit in a couple of Black Orc big bosses. So we are doing some recruiting here. These are not spectacular units, obviously, but we need to do what we can. And then here, these are actually too expensive for us to get 2 of them. So what I'm going to have to do is not recruit quite as many of these. Is this the only thing we're spending money on right now? We're not doing any other recruiting. And are we doing any build? There's no building going on that. Nope, World's Edge Archway. World's Edge Archway, I kind of feel like I should do the building here. Okay, that's all right. What we'll do then, we'll cancel one of these. That gives us enough money now to be able to go ahead and recruit into Black Orc Big Boss Heroes. I'm thinking none of the, well, actually, this is normally I would not take this with a Black Orc Big Boss, but it's actually quite useful for Skarsnik since we have so many goblins in our army. So we'll do that, and let's see, is there anything to give him? It does not look like it. Only level 1, but, fingers crossed that he might be able to do some damage against an Ungrim. And then one more here. I think we'll go with probably... Their leadership is already pretty decent. I'm going to go with strategist, because you never know when the extra 5% campaign movement range is going to be valuable. That's going to do it then for our money. Let me just double check here. We weren't really affected by the wars being declared. Got some buildings constructed, as we know. All right, let's go and check out our diplomacy. We're still at 3, so that's obviously really good. Let's go ahead and... Karakadrin is only at 52. Thorgrim, the good news is he's at 75, and he's not in great shape to get better, although he's got 3 settlements. So that means even though we're laying siege, excuse me, to Karazakarak, he's got 2 more somewhere. Where do we know where his other 2 are? We do not. I do not see his other 2 settlements. Okay, well. Alright, well. We'll worry about that later. Okay, let's go ahead and do the quick deals here. And not really seeing much of anything, which is more or less as expected. Let's go ahead and end this first turn. Oh, I thought we had already laid siege for 1 turn. I guess we haven't. I guess maybe we did that in the tail end of the last episode, but did not actually advance the turn. Okay, so I kind of thought that he might use the underway to jump down closer to us, which I'm glad he didn't, because even if I had intercepted him, that would not have been a battle that I could win. What this tells me is he doesn't feel strong enough to take on Mount Gunbad, at least plus the army. So let's go ahead and... Okay, that's interesting. Rictus and Verms, they're confederated. All right, and I think we're going to have the we're going to have a rebellion now up there because of at Mount Gunbad, because our public order was already extremely low, and that's fine. Quite frankly, I don't mind a rebellion happening there. Let's go ahead and take a look again here at how are things looking here. We're at Pyrrhic Victory. Again, I'm not going to do an auto-resolve even when I can. I can't even do it yet. But when the siege tower's built, I'm still not going to auto-resolve because we'd like to fight these battles manually. However, I just kind of feel like this would be extremely wasteful in terms of our troops, because that is absolutely not a battle that I would feel comfortable continue the siege. I would not feel comfortable attacking a walled city with a garrison, including the army there, that is that strong. So yeah, we'll bide our time there. Let the dwarfs suffer a little bit. Let them starve a little bit. Now let's go ahead and get you guys into this army. Okay. I could go... Okay, so first of all... Oh, this is interesting. They're not about to go into rebellion. However, they will in 2 turns. This is now 15 units. We have a little bit more than 15 units, but obviously our army against their army is not going to win that fight. But what we could do... I could do a little bit more recruiting, but I'm going to actually try this instead. I'm going to go into ambush stance and hope that this brings him down closer to where we can fight with the benefit of our garrison. Alternatively, this, yeah, I kind of feel like if we can, even without it being a walled settlement battle, the combination of this garrison plus this army, we could win that fight, I think, even without the benefit of the towers and the walls. So let's try this. It's only 50% ambush here. We got to make sure that we're close enough that the settlement would help. Probably not going to work, but I think it's worth it for 1 turn. Their Slayers are a concern because they're unit rank 6. So with that happening, then we can go ahead and... I think what we got to do, we can't afford the garrison building. What we got to do is keep on boosting our income. Try to get it above 1,000 per... Oh, wait a minute. Why did that go... Why did our income go up? That's weird. It's changing our income even before this building is built. I don't understand. There must be something that I'm missing, obviously. Okay, yeah, that's very, very curious. All right. So you guys, you're going to kind of hold still for another... Okay, they are suffering a little bit of attrition, so yeah, we'll hold still for the time being. Down there, we're going to go ahead and try an ambush here. If they don't move, they probably will pull us out of ambush stance. We're then looking at one turn away from a rebellion happening, and if that's the case, I might recruit a little bit more into this army and then fight the rebellion, because that would actually be good for some experience and some money. All right, let's go ahead and check out our diplomacy. We've dropped from 3 to 4, but as far as we are aware of everybody that we've met, we are still the strongest. Now that's obviously because we have the Wa going on right now. Nothing else to do diplomatically. Lord not moved. In turn. Okay, Clan Rictus still hasn't declared war on us, so that's a good thing. Here we go, Karazo Krok. There we go. There's an army. Okay. He did not fall for it. He pulled us out of ambush stance. This is very strange because he's not getting any money from raiding. Okay, ambush foiled. That's pretty much what I expected. Imminent rebellion, also expected. Yep, no, he's back to getting money. Alright, I don't know why it disappeared there briefly, but... Okay. We're at 1,000. So again, we could recruit into this army. Try to make ourselves a little bit stronger. This is not a fight that we can win. So we could retreat into the city, or we could try another ambush. He's so close to us now. I'm surprised it's even allowing me to go into ambush stance, but it does say that it would. If we come here, he doesn't have another army, so at least we don't have to worry about that. If we come down to about here... Let me zoom in a little bit here so we can do this a little bit smarter. Come down to around here. We're still at 50%. I need to make sure that we are going to be close enough to reinforce. So if we do that, we are close enough to reinforce if he attacks Mount Gunbad. We might even be close enough to still success. In fact, I think we would be close enough to ambush if he tried to and didn't pull us immediately out of ambush stance, which I have to assume he will again. Meanwhile, down here, you
ready to face your doom.
Are not close enough for us to attack. He's only one level 5 Lord. As long as there's not another one down there, let me do this. Let me take Slidemizer out. Let's get you Slidemizer. Let's get you to here. Okay, I'm not seeing another army. You can go a little bit farther.
Just go.
Okay, I see some interesting developments going on over here. Oh, okay, so there's okay, so he actually he confederated over here, I guess. So that's where his extra settlements are. Well, he looks like he's struggling right now with those other settlements. So it does certainly look to me like time is on our side. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the army because Slidemizer doesn't want to miss a fight if it happens. Okay. And so here, we're just going to let this continue to marinate a little bit longer. We do now at least have 2 siege towers, but I feel like we want more than 2 siege towers for a battle like this. And then, let's go ahead and jump up here. Back to you. I could recruit in. I could obviously go into the city itself. If I go into the city itself, I do actually prevent the rebellion from happening for at least this turn.
Who needs stabbing?
But do I want the rebellion to occur? That's really the question. I think maybe I want the rebellion to occur, so that's why I'm gonna leave him out. I'm actually going to I'm gonna leave him in ambush stance. Why not? You know, there's a chance it might work, right? I can't really think of a downside. He doesn't need replenishment. I'm not going to do any recruiting just yet. Yeah, because even if I recruited in a few more units here, 5 more. Well, first of all, I can't afford to recruit in 5 units. But even if I did, it doesn't mean the difference between being able to beat that army. I don't think there is any way to make this army strong enough to be able to win a battle against Ungrim. That's just kind of how it is. It's just the way it is. Who was it who did that song? That's just the way it is. All right. Yep, so we're going to leave that there. Imminent rebellion. We're going to let the rebellion happen. I don't remember if it happens up here or down here. Building upgrade available. Yeah, I do want to check this out, okay. Pillars of Grugni. Could do it here. Still can't afford that. Overall, we're looking like what we really need is garrison here. We're already building the economic building. Let's go ahead and do this. Everything we can do to increase our economy right now is going to be worth it. We still have 11 turns left on our WA. No real rush to do anything. Let's check our diplomacy out. We're back up to 3 again. Scabby Eye likes us. Well, they're at war with Disciples of the Maul. Don't really care about that. Obviously, we don't care about them being at war with Karak. It's not really worth that much money, so I'm not going to do it.
Yes.
Sylvania would take peace with us now. I can't remember why I declared, why I had war with them. I think they declared war on us, didn't they? They must have.
Thou shalt treat me.
All right, yeah, 1,000
very well.
for sure. Yeah, we don't need more enemies right now. We need fewer. Okay, yeah. So this is, you know, we'll get to them in time. We'll betray them after we take care of the dwarfs first. So now can we afford? If I don't do that, now I think I can afford this. Yes, I can. Okay. And we need to build the defenses because it's only a matter of time before Rictus declares war on us. All right, now let's go ahead and try this again. He did not immediately pull me out of ambush stance. There is the rebellion, and the rebellion happened next to us. Okay, what's he going to do? Is he close enough to attack? Uh-oh, that's bad right there. That is very bad. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, no, this is very, very bad. Yeah, the AI, they just, you know, they get such a huge advantage in building their forces up so quickly. He was... A couple turns ago, he was in really bad shape, and now he's already looking extremely strong again. Let's go ahead and, no. This is a no. Okay. Well, at least we got this. This is good. 5% physical resistance for Goblin and Night Goblin units. The casualty replenishment rate is obviously good as well. Okay. So we got a couple of choices here. We could... First of all, let me look at this. Okay. Yep, pretty doggone strong army. Pretty doggone strong. Okay. Do we want to attack this army? Or is there a reason to actually leave it? We have to assume that that Ungram is going to lay siege to Mount Gunbad this turn. The question is, will he even lay siege, or will he just immediately attack? So the real question is, do we want to fight these guys? No, we don't want to fight. Oh, hello. What the heck is he doing here? Okay, he's not at war with us anymore, and he's not at war with Ungram either. Ungram doesn't look that strong, but these armies are definitely stronger than that strength ranking would have expected me to believe. Anyway, we cannot afford to suffer any casualties fighting this battle right here, so we're not going to. We're going to go ahead and move in to here. We're going to see if we can recruit a couple of regiments of renown here. What would be good for... None of these are really great for a siege battle, unfortunately. These are anti-infantry. We could also get... These are anti-infantry. Let's do it. Let's recruit them. And that is all we're going to do here. We're at least getting our public order back. This is not a weak army by any means. We don't have the garrison building, so in retrospect, had I known this was going to happen, I probably would have built the garrison building instead of the industry building here, but it's too late to worry about it now. Yeah, not really seeing any miracles in front of me. Now, we could obviously go ahead and do something here. So, first of all, Skarsnik. Did I forget to put him back into encampment stance last time? I guess I did. That was foolish. I mean, he still cannot reach here. First of all, let's get you back into Raiden camp. You do still get the benefit of leadership and melee defense from that. Now, here we go. Do we want to go ahead and fight this? We've got 4 siege towers. It's still a Pyrrhic victory. This is still not a battle. If we were willing to auto-resolve, I would do it. But we are not willing to auto-resolve. This is going to be us against 40 units that are still quite strong. Most of them are better units than just about everything that we've got. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to siege this down a little bit. It's not like if I went ahead and fought this, I would be able to turn around and get my armies up here in time to help anyway. We're just gonna have to cross our fingers and hope for the best up here. And, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next research here. Recruitment cost could be good. I think more so than anything that's going to buff orcs, obviously. No infighting is good. Some spider worship could be good. Wolf breed and that as well could be good. So let's go ahead and do this. And we'll check our diplomacy again. I could do this. Oops, not this. Quick deal. You. I could do this just for the money, but yeah, 379 is not really worth it, so never mind. All right, here goes nothing. Okay, yeah, he turned around. Here we go. Now we got an extra hero involved. This is not great. Okay, he did not lay siege. Very interesting. Now what's he doing? My goodness. We got so many things going on right now at Mount Gunbad. Okay. Sword of Cain claimed. Zufbar and Scabby Eye, foreign trespasser. Yeah, I have no idea where he's headed. We got ourselves a couple of ranks. That's good. We got some construction complete. That's good. And of course the regional rating. All right. How much, with all that regional regional rating, we're still getting plus 20 though. That's good. I'm not loving the Longbeards that are appearing right there. That's for sure. Okay, you guys got ranks. That's definitely very much welcome. Although level 2 is still not exactly super strong. Okay, what else can we do in terms of regiments of renown here? I don't really see any reason not to. Actually, maybe what we do is we recruit from here instead. I could actually get... I can get four of these guys recruited if they give us one more turn. I don't know what they're waiting for, but you know, I'm not gonna say no to buying a little bit more time here. Now up here, let's take a look at this again. We now have 6 siege towers. This says decisive victory. Auto resolve is so very tempting right now. We've got so many units, but we really don't. Control large army, but even with controlling the large army, we're only going to have 40 units against their 40 units. And their units are mostly better than ours. We don't start getting the additional units until these guys start getting wiped out, which, considering it's us attacking a city, we can't position ourselves where they would break and get off the map very quickly, so you got to wait the entire time for a unit to rout inside the city and run the whole way out to the edge of the map and get off the map before a replacement comes in for it. Now, even so, it might still be winnable, but Thorgrim is there. What level is Thorgrim here? Thorgrim is level 8. Skarsnik is level 10. Slide and Miser's level 14. We don't have any heroes in this army at all. I'm going to give it one more turn. I just don't feel like this is anywhere near as easy of a battle as the auto-resolve would seem to indicate. Okay. Yeah, let me know in the comments if I'm being a chicken, and if that is absolutely not what Skarsnik would be doing, but that's kind of how I see it right now, is that it's 40 versus 40, and even though they've taken some damage, their units are still better than ours, plus they have the tower defenses. Okay. Whereas you are now doing all you can. There's not really anything, obviously, with 10 gold, 10 teeth. There's nothing else that we can do in terms of our buildings. Alright, it is what it is. We'll, I did just now realize we're at negative 77 here. Well, that's going to happen. Alright, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. Still more or less the same. It'd be really nice if somebody would declare war on Ungrim. Come on, Azhag. What are you doing, man? Oh, you're fighting... You're fighting Draika. That's probably what you're doing. You got yourself bogged down. That's really a shame that Azhag is so worthless in terms of putting any pressure on Karak Kadrin, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay. Now what's he doing? Nothing. Okay, underway interception. That is obviously not something that we can do. So we're going to have to decline that attack. We would absolutely lose it. Okay, that's interesting. So he's jumped over us with one of his armies and is now headed, presumably, to one of our settlements down south. Now, what is Sylvania going to do here? Okay, is he just laying siege or is he attacking? Okay, he is just laying siege. So we're going to have to attack him now. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. A wild beast is attacking and feeding upon my people. Well, you know, we're goblins. I kind of feel like that kind of thing is probably not all that unusual. So we got a follower here for Nasha. Ranked up with a Night Goblin unit. Okay, definitely worth having that. I don't like how it's accusing us of retreating. We didn't retreat, we just declined to attack. Okay, so this guy right here, he's suffering attrition. We don't know how strong he is. We'll know in a second. Oh, he stopped us from recruiting, though. That's very annoying. Alright, well, first of all, let's go ahead and give you the skill up here. What have already... Oh, I took bed and night sneaking. Okay, that's actually good. I'm glad I did that. That is useful, but obviously it's not going to help us in this upcoming battle. This... Skarsnik's Death Juice. That's a possibility. Is that better than melee attack? Probably. Okay, we're going to go with... Or the other thing, of course, is we could try to do some buffing here of our gobos. But we're not going to be able to buff them very much yet. I think we'll take drip and tips for now. If somehow we're still alive next turn, then we'll certainly have a skill up and we'll take one of the others. Okay, now, how does this look? First of all, I do not love the fact that he's just sitting there. I do not love that at all. Close victory. This is definitely not what we need right now. Definitely not. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Let's take a look at the battlefield. I was going to say, I might even declined this battle, except with him coming in, maybe we can somehow get them to do a lot of the fighting for us. Let's go ahead and try it. I feel like that would be very appropriately Skarsnicky to try to get the vampire counts here to do half of the fighting for us. The problem is, of course, those grudge throwers. It does look like Sylvania is going to come in behind him. We have no good cover, naturally. No good cover to avoid. This really does not seem like an appropriate map for being just outside the gates of our city. I wish... number one problem with Warhammer 3 is definitely the doing damage to units that are trying to run away. Number two problem is the maps are not great. This map makes no sense for the context of this battle. Okay, so anyway, we want them to come in. They're going to come in at slightly less than 2 minutes. What we want to do here is get our sneaky units, of which we don't have very many. I'm going to get you guys on 6. And get you... Let's get you over here. Our cavalry here, we're going to get you on 5. One of you actually has Vanguard deployment. The other one doesn't. Now you guys, you 3 are my number 1. You're going to be over here behind the rock, which hopefully will help with the grudge thrower. We're going to sacrifice our goblins. Let the grudge throwers throw at them. Okay, you... Let's see.
Where's the cave?
You 4... Okay, you guys are good. You 3 over here. Let's get you back here. I'm not corner camping exactly. I'm planning on coming forward with these guys, depending on which way they move. Oh, you 2 can be part of number 1. So all 5 of you. Let's get you over here. Get you all over here together. Let's go ahead and get... you guys over here. Like so. Trolls behind. You back here. We'll move you 3 a little closer. Actually, no, I want you... I don't care if I lose the rock lobber. So you can be over there. I don't care if I lose the trolls. I shouldn't say I don't care, because I'm going to need them against Ungrim. But they are a little bit faster. If the dwarves head over in this direction, I feel like the trolls can move around over here to get out of the fight. Okay, but I'm thinking what seems most likely is they're going to come in this direction, or they're going to split up. Okay, and that looks like everybody. So first thing I'm going to do is get you guys around on the flank. I'm actually, you know what I just realized? I want to get you guys on 4. I'm actually going to get you guys over here. I'm actually going to get you guys over here like this. And I'm going to actually run into these woods over here. Okay, start battle. You guys come over here into the woods, please. My 5, you guys kind of dance around. Let's see what happens here. What are they doing? These are shooting at what? Okay, you guys can back up a little bit because you're actually not in range yet. You guys turn around. You're actually about to run right into where their grudge throwers can operate. If they're not going to come closer to us, we're going to wait until Sylvania comes in. The rock lobber, okay, you guys over here continue to back up. You guys as well. They're not coming towards us. It's very interesting. The range of the grudge throwers are moving, so I can't really see their range right now. This is very interesting. They're not coming towards us. They are not the bravest dwarfs that we've ever come across. And we're down to 30 seconds before Sylvania comes in. So that's really nice. And, yeah. I think we're already at... Are we already at 40? I can't really tell. Don't know if we're going to have more reinforcements coming in our way or not. Okay, let's go ahead and let those guys come in. 5 seconds left. Okay, here they come. Are these guys going to start turning around? Yep, yes they are. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and get all of you guys, except for you, coming forward now. 5, you guys come forward. All of you guys now come forward. And all of you guys come forward. The rock lobber, you can come to about there, maybe. Maybe that'll be close enough. Okay. Now we're going to catch him in a double-pronged attack from this direction, assuming that Sylvania effectively attacks here, which I think they're going to. At least they're sending some dogs in. That's a start. Let's go ahead and have our goblin rock lobbers firing at something that's... Let's have them fire at those grudge throwers, I guess. Okay, everybody else here, you're now coming within range of their grudge throwers, so why are we not getting bombarded? And why are you idiots moving in this direction? Oh my lord, it's not good. It is not good. I guess he's trying to deploy himself on a straight line rather than hitting the flank of... Okay, what are you guys doing? Did I not move all you? Oh, those guys just came in. Those are reinforcements. Let's get you up here as well. Okay. You guys right now start shooting at them. Start shooting at them. Start shooting at them. You guys can get like this for the moment. You guys start moving up this way. You guys get ready to find targets of opportunity around the rear. You guys hit their grudge throwers. You look like you're still moving, so don't even worry about it. You probably are not even ever going to get a good shot off. Keep coming, but I'm going to turn off your fire at will. All right. My ones here, you guys keep coming in. My trolls, one of you there, one of you there. My 5s, actually I just found a better use for you guys. Come around and help us out on these. You guys hurry up and get around behind, please. Okay, you guys run away. You're breaking. You guys, for whatever it's worth, can get in over here. You guys, for whatever it's worth, get in here. My trolls, at least, are doing good work. You guys get in on them. Okay, this is... Everybody shoot at them, please. Okay, you guys go ahead and get in on them from behind. You guys get in on them from behind. You come over here. Now we need to start hitting their iron drakes there, that is for sure. Let's get all of you guys up here. Warriors are rallying. I didn't even realize somebody had broken already, but let's go ahead and get our trolls on those iron drakes. That should be really, really useful. All of you guys get in on them from behind. There's more iron drakes over here. Let's actually get some of you over here on them. You go ahead and hit those iron drakes. Okay, this is good. This is really good. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Let's go ahead and get everything tidied up here. Taking us a little bit of a long time to take care of these guys, but it looks like we're doing okay overall. We took some casualties here, but this is a lot less casualties than I was worried about. So I feel like we fought this one pretty effectively. This is good old Skarsnik tactics here, letting the unintended ally here do so much of the fighting for us. Okay, they're shattered, so you don't have to keep chasing them. You can get up here. I'm a little surprised they haven't completely routed at this point. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. We probably should be running them down as much as possible. Let's go ahead and... I mean, those are just minors. Get over here. My grudge thrower. Where's my grudge thrower? There he is. Can you reach them? Okay, let's get you guys on these grudge throwers. My trolls, where's my trolls? You trolls get in on one of you on them, one of you on them. You are not shooting anymore. Never mind, you're just out of range. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things up at this point. I don't have any magic with which to cast any healing spells or anything else. But at least we can destroy their grudge throwers and do more damage, hopefully, to these guys right there. Let me slow it down so I can actually target him. Those guys right there, those longbeards. Any damage that we can do is good because this army is only going to retreat. It's not going to be completely destroyed. Okay. They're down to 12. There we go. Good enough. End battle. All right. Well, you know what? I really cannot complain too much about those casualties. We only destroyed one of their Iron Drake units, and I probably should have done a better job at making sure we had wiped both of them out. But I'm not going to get too worked up over that. We got some decent money out of it, got some decent experience out of it, got some scrap. I could start thinking about using my scrap to upgrade my units now as well. Alright, and... okay, let's go ahead and do... Gosh, it's tempting to take the 16%, but there's actually very few units that are going to even benefit that much from that. I'm going to take the 1400 treasury instead. There he goes. He's just retreating instead of being destroyed. Okay, so Ascog cracked hoof here. Got himself a war boar. So this is good. This means our Black Orc big boys got 3 levels. Gut tree. Where's it? 2 levels? Can't remember now. Okay, anyway, we killed one enemy. And that was just the rebellion army. So not going to get too excited about that. Let's go ahead and obviously apply our skill ups. Let's go ahead and give you now Inspiring Presence. Let's give you guys, yep, 3 levels, sure enough. This is the value, this is the beauty of Skarsnik, is that the heroes get double normal experience, so you get things like this. That was not even that big of a battle, and yet we got 3 skill ranks out of it. Let's go ahead and take Hard to Hit. Actually, I wonder if I should be doing Deadly Blade because I need the, no, it's Instinct for me. I always take hard to hit first. Really just very hard for me to go against the grain and put points into melee attack before melee defense. Okay, did we get any magic items or ancillaries? We did not. Okay. Do I want to take them off their war boars? If we are going to be fighting in a siege battle, the speed is less important to me than the not taking excessive damage. Now, we could chase after them and probably still make it back into the settlement. Yeah, in fact, that's 44%. I don't know whether we're going to be able to make it back without going into March stance, and I really kind of hate to be in March stance, but that right there is pretty ugly. That's a 20 stack. He's probably coming here towards World's Edge Archway. Well, actually, he's probably going towards the high place because that's a much smaller garrison. However, it's not zero. It's not a size 0 garrison. Oh man, this is such a mess. Okay. Well, I think first things first, we probably want to wipe out this army. They have no grudge throwers. Let's do it. Decisive victory. We're going to get the benefit again of them. So fight battle. Since they don't have the grudge throwers, they have to come to us. We don't have to go to them. Oh, they don't have to come to us either. We don't have our rock lobber anymore. That was with the garrison. Alright, so what we're going to do, you guys are coming in over here. Let's go ahead and set up over here. I'm going to put you guys here in the woods, maybe. Actually, you know what? You guys have Vanguard deployment. So I don't need to stay nice and tidy within the green lines here. Okay, you guys over here. If we get some of them coming over that way, that's great. Again, I just want to do what seems to me like it would be appropriate for Skarsnik, and that is to have our enemies do as much of the fight, or have our would-be allies. They're not really our allies. They just got pulled into this battle. Have them doing as much of the fighting for us as possible. So you guys can back up a little bit. You guys as well. Let's go ahead and speed things up. They're not coming towards us, which means you can go get them. I'm very, very curious what is going to happen here when they come in. Are they going to run straight across the battlefield? Kind of hoping they will, and I'm kind of thinking they will. That army right there is definitely strong enough to be able to defeat them on their own. Okay, guys. Go to it, man. Go to it. Go get them. They're right over there. Oh. Yeah, send your corpse carts directly into them. I think that's a great idea. That's a winning strategy. Okay, they're lining up first. This is what they did in the last battle as well. They lined up and now they're moving forward. Okay, I can't be too critical of them for that. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and get you guys up here. No reason to go fast. Let's go ahead and get you guys behind them. There's no reason to move fast. Let's get you guys moving up this way. And let's get you guys moving up this way. Continue to do everything fast forward. The gyrocopter is really the only thing that was a big concern, and he's not moved that one forward yet. Here we go. Go to it, guys. Good job. Good job. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys now moving the whole way around over here on this flank. You can go ahead and speed up a little faster. You guys, like so. You guys, why not just move right on up through the trees? If the gyrocopters decide to attack my units, we'll get all of our ranged units on them first and foremost. Just keeping an eye on them. The gyrocopters are right there. This is pretty lovely. We're just going to watch. Yeah, watch those flamethrowers. I love watching the flamethrowers, especially when they're not shooting our troops. As far as I'm concerned, this is what Sylvania deserves for having trespassed in my territory when they had no real reason to. Why are these skeletons not attacking those iron drakes? That seems very strange to me.
Fanatics away! Gonna kill 'em! Let's run! Let's have 'em!
Okay, how we doing over here? There's gyrocopters. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys. Let's go ahead and run those thunderers down. That works for me. You guys up here. Let's get you shooting at those gyrocopters. You three might as well at this point start shooting at them as well. Oh, the timer's going off. Okay, you guys. Okay, we are really not doing any damage to those gyrocopters, are we? So, what I'm learning here is that bows and arrows against the steel of a gyrocopter, really not great. Really definitely not great. Okay, you guys. Is there anything else to do here? Just charge in on them, I suppose. Okay, we're doing some damage here. Let's go ahead and speed things up. That gyrocopters are actually not shooting at us anyway. Now they are. Back up. I liked it better when they liked it better when they were shooting over there. Okay, you guys get back like this. Okay. Their leadership is still at 61 despite the fact that they're getting just their army has been absolutely wrecked. 42, 37. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. They're shooting at us again. Alright. Not good. Let's get back. Okay, there we go. Alright, in battle. Alright, so this was the easy part. This was defeating the rebellion. We still have both of Ungrim's armies to worry about. And I'm not exactly sure what's the best way to go about doing that, but I think since we're out of time, this is maybe a good high note to end this episode on before the absolute scariness that will be the next episode. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Okay, let's go ahead and... yeah, again, the replenishment doesn't really feel worth it. The unit experience doesn't feel worth it. I think we'll just take the treasury, even though it's not that great. We do have this. And I think maybe I'll give it to... you know what? I'll assign it in the when we're on the attack in the next battle. So let's go ahead and take our treasury. Should be saving the game right there. It saved the game. Okay, please don't tell me. Oh, that is what I was worried about. By fighting that battle, I have now moved into their... Maybe not, maybe not. Nope, okay, yeah. Good, phew, alright, that's good. So we could still make it back to Mount Gunbad. I was afraid I was within their zone of control, and I would not be able to move back into Mount Gunbad. Alright, well, we could, of course, always just attack them, but I don't think that's a battle we can win. We will figure out what we're going to do about this in the next episode. That is all that we have time for in this one. I'm trying to keep these episodes back closer to an hour rather than an hour and a half like they were going. So, all right, anyway, let me know if you guys have any thoughts about best way to approach this. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.